Having been among sin among men, I'm in the know now. On the spot now I've got such a lot of what's called know-how. But I fret, I'm upset, for I've yet to get to the bottom. If this silly bliss really is the abyss called Sodom, well then, what did they do in Gomorrah? That city burned up by the sea. We know they got popped, but nobody stopped to write down the recipe. So what did they do in Gomorrah to make fire and brimstone come down? If God don't trash us for the trash we discuss, then what was the talk of that town? A fragment of some old amphora might tell us just where to begin. If we're not in smithereens for our daily ditherings, what was their original sin? I look at our own time in horror. We're so polymorphous, perverse. So what did they do in Gomorrah that we don't do? Worse, la-dee-da, la-dee-da. What did they do in Gomorrah? What were they around and about? I've lain in my bed, racking my head, tossing and turning about, to look for a new posture or a position with which I'm not bored. What were their relations, in what combinations? Oh, come down and show us, good Lord. Now we do it in tweed and angora. We do it in garter and thong. Why, we even have cinemas of underage enemas, yet I'm still here singing this song. That old borealis aurora stays cool looking down on such rot. So what did they do in Gomorrah that got even heaven hot? La-dee-da, la-dee-da. Were they dancing a homophile horror to get microwaved into myth? Just what were they doing to rate barbecuing, and what were they doing it with? In the Iching, the Koran, the Torah, I found out that nobody knows. Oh, what custom tribal was too much for the Bible, where you know that anything goes. Whatever they played in Gomorrah, the pieces went up in the flame. If you've got no lobotomy, you know what's called sodomy. But what was the game of their name? Oh, did history have to ignore a short story for which we so long? Oh, what did they do in Gomorrah? What aren't we doing wrong?